The boxes came in waves. Brown cardboard stacked along the wall of the evidence room, each one sealed and dated with care. Inside were years of fragments that never made sense until now. Detectives laid them out like puzzle pieces across long metal tables. Photos, fibers, phone records, receipts. Things that once looked ordinary now spoke in quiet confession. There were burner phones purchased under false names, each one used for a handful of calls, then discarded. Every signal traced to the same cell towers shadowing his commute. Morning trains to Manhattan, evening returns to Massapequa. The pattern drew a perfect loop around his life. There were searches on his computer that chilled the room. Phrases too dark to repeat. Lists of victims, ages, hair color, body type. He had studied them like blueprints. He had built his crimes the same way he designed buildings. Measured, patient, methodical. The DNA was the spine that held it all together. A single hair recovered from the burlap of one victim, matched to his wife at first, but she was out of state when each woman disappeared. The strand carried transfer DNA from shared brushes and towels. The profile led investigators straight back to him. Then came the pizza crust. The crust that changed everything. Simple, ordinary, thrown away on a city sidewalk. It carried a genetic fingerprint that mirrored the one left beneath the burlap. Science did what years of searching could not. Inside his home, they found hundreds of files, some printed, some digital, maps of Long Island, satellite images of remote access roads, lists of escort ads marked with small stars, each star a potential victim that never knew she was being watched. There were guns, so many guns. The basement looked like an armory, each weapon cataloged, serial numbers cross-checked. None of it connected directly to the murders, but together it painted a portrait of obsession. Detectives also uncovered phone calls made to the families after the disappearances. Cruel calls, taunting voices. Tracing those calls led again to the same neighborhoods near his route. They were not proof in themselves, but each one added a brick to the wall surrounding him. The prosecution began to shape the story piece by piece. They spoke of timelines and technology. They spoke of the science that never lies. They called it a case built by patience, not by luck. When the news reached the families, they sat quietly. Some finally smiled through tears. Others refused to celebrate. They had learned not to trust good news until a verdict was written on paper. Experts said it was the first major case to blend old detective work with new DNA algorithms. A modern net catching a man who believed he was invisible. He had lived among them for years, shopping, mowing the lawn,